The term food insecurity refers to the USDA's lack of access at times to enough food for an entire family to maintain a healthy, active lifestyle. It also involves a limited or uncertain availability of nutritionally adequate foods. Food insecurity is an increasing issue all around our world, even in our own backyard. The United States produces more than enough food for all of its people, yet food insecurity is still an issue we seem to be facing every day. According to feedingamerica.org, the COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated multiple-fold, leaving over 42 million people all around the world experiencing food insecurity every day. In Peoria County alone, the recorded food insecurity rate is currently 14.3% overall, which adds to about 26,680 people. Causes of this issue include poverty, lack of transportation, unemployment, and more. Though the problem may seem impossible to solve, there are various solutions to improve the food insecurity rates in your very own community. With the rise of the pandemic, food banks and pantries have been working day and night to provide as much food as possible for those around them in need. For example, the Peoria Area Food Bank distributed over 3 million pounds of food in the year of 2020. Wayne Cannon, manager of the Peoria Area Food Bank, states that the battle is not against hunger, it is about eating healthy and making the right dietary choices. Peoria Area Food Bank provides access through pantry networks to provide healthy foods to food insecure people. Cannon goes on to claim that for every dollar, you can buy 12 pounds of food, proving that even the smallest amount of money can go such a long way. In addition to food banks and pantries, locals have taken it upon themselves to lend a hand to those around them. Kelly Martin, a certified nursing assistant, decided to start her own porch pantry to help her neighbors in West Bluff at the start of the coronavirus pandemic.
We had noticed there were a lot of shortages of things, toilet paper, food in the area, and since the area that we live in is a food desert, a lot of people shop at stores that you wouldn't normally shop at for food, like Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. Well, a lot of other people were driving into the area and buying the items at these stores because they didn't have a limit on them. So people weren't able to find toilet paper, bottled water, soup, noodles, that kind of thing, because it was all bought up in every store, not just the stores in our area, but every store in general.
Each day, she leaves out canned foods, water, milk cartons, and more for people in need to come and take without charge. Families from all around the area, including Henry, Pekin, and East Peoria, have started coming to the porch pantry for the necessities she offers.
We accept donations. Almost anything goes. Clothing items, furniture items, babies items, children's items, especially food. The way to donate would be to come here to 1122 North Ellis in Peoria, or connect with us on our Porch Pantry Facebook page.
Martin's porch pantry and continued generosity has helped an abundance of people, making food and supplies much more accessible to them during these difficult times. Julie Eliatombi, founder and executive director of nonprofit organization Peoria Grown, has worked with her team to educate others on the importance of nutrition and help give food insecure families access to fresh, affordable food.
Our goal is, we have two missions, is to increase access for families to fresh produce and to combine that with education. So when we launched in 2019, or February 2019, we started off with our cooking classes, and majority of our classes were led by dietitians. And the main reason we had dietitians working with us was because when we were researching this issue, we realized that a lot of the families that we were working with had health issues that they were dealing with. And when we started talking to them and asking them what they were doing about it, a lot of them were not doing anything with regards to that. So, and a lot of it we knew was starting with the kind of food that they were getting access to. So a lot of the families, when they go to cooking classes like ours, what they end up doing is that if they get a recipe and if it's an ingredient or produce that's new to them, a lot of time they don't go out and buy them because they're like, well, we're not sure we like it, so we're not going to spend the money on it. So they end up just throwing the recipe card away. So we're like, okay, that's one barrier we need to remove. So if we provide the ingredients, we are finding out through our surveys that 90% of them actually go back home and try the recipe out again, because now they don't have to go out and shop for all those ingredients.
With time, Peoria Grown started to see a growing interest in the cooking classes among food insecure families. When the pandemic struck, the team had to pause the classes for a period of time, but that did not stop them from fulfilling their mission. They realized that the schools were having difficulty distributing fresh food to their students in need during the lockdown, so Peoria Grown decided to bag fresh fruits for the local schools.
So what we did is we took a Ziploc gallon bag and we packed it with as many fruits as we can put in there, and it's like about maybe 3 bananas, 2 oranges, and a bunch of grapes or peaches that we have available. And we started handing this out to the school hubs, distribution hubs, and we asked them to, when they were giving out lunches, to provide this fruit bags. So we ended up distributing about 8,400 bags. We distributed in 8 different hubs around Peoria. So that was one of it. And then in the summer of last year, we still know that a lot of the family were still asking for fresh produce. So what we came up with is a pop-up produce, a mobile food pantry, you can call that. Every Thursday evening, we will find different neighborhoods that we knew had no access or have difficulty getting access to fresh produce in that neighborhood. And we would go in there and fill up 2 trunks of our cars, and we'll distribute fresh produce every Thursday evening. So we did that for about 3 to 4 months, and I think we distributed over 2,000 pounds of fruit and about 500 pounds of veggies during that 3-month period.
Along with the various programs provided, Peoria Grown has also created Market 309, a marketplace located in the Logan Recreation Center that offers fresh produce to individuals who live in the 61605 neighborhoods. The food offered is cheaper than the grocery store prices, making it easier and more affordable for the consumers.
We see every week an increase of customers coming in through the door, and every week we see them requesting for more different type of produce. So as you can see, if you've looked at our price list, we keep adding new fresh veggies and produce. And then 2 weeks ago, we added milk and eggs. Again, that was something that they requested, and so we started bringing it at a price point that they can afford. So that really confirmed, some of the things that we heard, that there's really a need to have some sort of community market that in some of these lower income areas that can provide families with the fresh fruit that they were looking for.
Peoria Grown's efforts have not only improved access to fresh, affordable produce, but they have also greatly improved the education of food insecurity in the Peoria community. The acts of these people and organizations are only a few of the ways that we can lend a hand to those around us in need. Simply spreading awareness or donating a few dollars can assist thousands of individuals who are suffering in the Peoria area. Food is a basic right for all humans, and unfortunately, hunger is a rising problem that will continue to exist unless we educate ourselves and take action. Please take a moment and share this information with your local religious organizations, community leaders, and other businesses. If we work together, we truly can make a lasting change. Thank you.